Well, I've just made a mess of that. Hello, right, okay, you've just seen the mess I made up there. You've seen the mess and then you've seen the credits. There is an outtake pre-filmed. Now I need to make this quick.
I don't need to make it that quick, well I do.
I don't need to make it that quick. I need to make it quick because it's freezing cold and I've got other things to do. Wow, look at that. That, I was not expecting that. Now, this DVD comes with an anniversary. Christ, man, I'm not doing it, it's just King Kong. Right, a couple of little weird jump cuts there. This is about King Kong and it's about the Steelbook specifically. Steelbook, book, the word is Steelbook, Stephen, get that right. If you've been following these for a while, the channel, you'll probably know by the end of this year, I'm getting a bit of backlog of all these editions that are coming out, and as a massive collector, it's kind of daunting, and there's a part of me going, right, less is more and enough is enough. We've had another edition of The Thing, we've had Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, we've had another version of The Lost Boys, there was another version of The Thing that I tapped out on. We've also had another edition of The Highlander, there's an edition in The Highlander in America, and then King Kong comes along as well. Now, over the years of Looney Tree Entertainment, I've always got artwork and went, look at that cover, look at this cover, look at that, because I love artwork, hence why there's a wall of Kong there. And King Kong Lives, Stephen. It's one of my favourite VHS artwork from back in the day. Now, if you go back, one of my favourite videos, there will be no overlays. Check out the 8th Wonder of the World video I did years ago where Kidder is dressed up as King Kong behind us. And I'm trying to cut a promo like this, and he is just unpredictable. Like, literally, like, behind us going, raw! Couldn't ask for a better video. And over the years, King Kong, you know, more and more. And you see at the start, there's different variations. There's Kong, there's King Kong, there's Skull Island, there's the original King Kong. Got it down 8mm, you can see it up there. There's a million different versions of Peter Jackson. There's a million different covers of Universal. It jumps between Universal and all over the place. Now, I think I've got every edition. I'm just looking. They're in my eye line over there. And just a few shout outs. One, thank you very much, Cab, once again, for years ago on my birthday. Got me King Kong soundtrack, which I love. Got a very primal animal score on that. And obviously recently, very recently on the channel, we had the King Kong video game, but the board game, which check that video out. And that is one of the original cups from the film we're talking about, King Kong. Now this film scared the absolute shit out of me. This ride at Universal scared the absolute shit out of me. You want to see it in all its glory, you can see it on YouTube, and you can also check that out when it pops up in The Wizard. I think The Wizard should be up there as well. Or is that in the Christian Slater collection? Whatever. Now, King Kong again, the artwork. Now this artwork dramatically changed for a number of reasons, and I had a handful of stuff. Just walking off camera, not far, hand still there, hand still going. Robin Hood is still over there, haven't even touched her. So that's one of the oldest ones I've got. VHS. Kong across the two trade towers. Then we've had a hand of Kong. We've had King Kong looking very depressed. We've had King Kong back on the trade towers. And then we've had King Kong and the trade towers. That's a Chinese one I found, which is pretty cool. There's been a couple of variations. There's definitely one missing, but whatever. Again, there's loads of them up there. And time's a ticking. Now the availability of this has been hit or miss. And to be honest with you, this has sold out a few times. And King Kong Lives has just been released in America as well by a very limited run website, which 60 quid. Hopefully it will come over the pond eventually. As I say, with all these editions and all the fiascos and all these orderings, if you watch The Highlander, ended up with 4 copies. Just by sheer loads of stuff going on. My dad's here from New Zealand, though he's gone now. I've literally just filmed my live in the local shop today with Conor Michael, so it's just 100 miles an hour. So obviously I'm like, oh yeah, order that. Have I ordered that? Better order that. Have I hit that again? Yes, I hit that again. And just waffling away. So, King Kong got released on 4K. Dun, dun, dun. Here it comes. Now I'm late at the party because this is late at the party because this is from the Royal Mail. Dun dun dun, aye, whatever. Shit happens. So it's a Steelbook. Now this is tonight's viewing, hence why I wanted to open this. And, right, okay, so it's completely different to the 4K cover, which you will see in the outtakes. Includes a limited edition poster. Ooh. And hopefully it will have the Blu-ray disc in it. It does have the Blu-ray disc in it, because that would have been fucking pointless. Because I don't have a 4K yet. Yeah. I will eventually. But obviously the 4K is the only way you get the TV cut, I believe. Yeah, so The broadcast cut is on here for 192 minutes. Wow. Giving Peter Jackson a run for his money. And it's got an audio commentary by Rick Baker on there as well. So there we go. Obviously, scares us. Kong in the background, Kong there. Trade Towers on the front cover, so that's awesome. That is really awesome. And yeah, it's cool that. Because it obviously, we just got Kong's face, the iconic Kong across the towers. I was just like, come on, I mean, it's awesome. I mean, that's a feat to be standing across there, but, you know, okay. So let's open this up. And again, just scratch his own Steelbook, it's mine. Not going to resell it, am I? It's, you know, who wants all that collection of Kong? It's just madness, an obsession that needs suppressing. Wow. So, okay, his eyes shine and so do his teeth. Might not get that, haven't bothered to set up the big studio light, going with my new light in the room. I've just looked at it and I'm blind. So yeah, that's really cool, really cool. And ooh, Kong there sitting loud and proud. Lights, camera, action. Yeah, should have had the lights, Stephen, got the camera. Kong, so opening it up. That is fucking stunning. Now Casper will appear in the outtakes. One of the reasons Casper is a bit flustered, Casper missed this on pre-order. So hopefully Casper will get his hands on. That is a lovely print. And that is absolutely awesome. Question mark, I love the mythology. I like the Consume, we never found him because of his breath and that. Finding Skull Island's always a myth. And obviously this brought him into the modern era. So really cool inside behind the discs, if I can get it out. That totally just reminds me of the Universal ride and lifting the tram up and all that. I still generally have nightmares over that. So I'm looking forward to watching that tonight, and it has got the Blu-ray in. On there. So what's a poster? Because again the camera's full today. Not a backwards one, and I have said this in the other videos. If you're going to put a poster in, so oh, yeah, spoiler coming. So that is what is on the other version, on the DVD, the Blu-ray, and the 4K. Kong, Jeff Bridges. I'll never get over King Kong Lives. He just walks in this parrot. It is that well, animals. It's like he's just walking along the set and just lies down for a nap in the hand of a fucking massive ape. It's fucking hilarious. So yeah, as I say, I'll see you in the outtakes for some more ramblings. But yeah, check out the 8th Wonder of the World video. Check out the King Kong board game. That's more recent. King Kong's from like at least 8 years ago. And see the waffle. And as I say, everything I ever get always appears on the channel anywhere. Just looking up there and the 8mm tape, the statues, and I can't fucking journey into madness. See you in the outtakes. Right, here in the outtakes, now there's any rumble in the background, Casper's just over there. King Kong. So a couple of years ago I would have been like, I need to buy the Steelbook, I need to buy the 4K, I need to buy the Blu-ray, I need to buy the DVD. I just can't do it. Now the Blu-ray Steelbook I have not opened yet, might even be 4K. I haven't even bought Conga yet. So at least I tried. But there is the 4K Ultra Edition. Green. Obviously long gone is the Trade Towers front cover. King Kong the remakes had so many different covers. Jeff Bridges on there, Charles Gordon, Jessica Lange's name above King Kong. Movie's King Kong. Yeah, Casper's just gone past the background. The thing is about the restoration of the 4K, it actually got the TV cut. So I've actually sold out of that twice since it came out last week. Again, late at the party about making these videos. But at least I'm making the effort. Hence, as we drop zone, I wonder what happened to the posters, they're all behind us. But yeah, I'm looking forward to opening this up when I get home. And then obviously, I'm sure there was an audio commentary, oh there is, with Rick Baker. So, be watching that. Got the score. Probably had a rant about covers and stuff when I get home. But yeah, so a little outtake from the video shop here. About King Kong. See you next outtake. Now, King Kong vs Godzilla was, dude, we're gonna have to do it again. I've got the fucking total giggles. What are you doing?
What am I doing? Dude, that was me.
What was wrong there? What did you do wrong? Wait, because when I said, well, the key word's Godzilla.
Sorry, right? I'm supposed to give you that.
I couldn't believe the bit where you hit us in the head with the fucking banana. It was class. Try that again.
What, with this banana skin?
You just hit us straight, it came back straight away, and it hit us right in the face.
I'm a good
Hello, I'm Stephen Monkey Mason and welcome to the 8th Wonder of the World, which is a tribute to King Kong. Probably one of the greatest films ever made. Whoa! Calm down! Sorry about this. Here, wait there. What? One banana. One. Sorry about that. This is... How the fuck did you eat that banana so quickly? Hello in the outtakes for King Kong. So, I got in the other night, unboxed it, and then I sat down and did the video and outlined it. Didn't get a chance to fully master it, so I'm going to get a chance to put this in. So, this is one unboxing where I've actually watched it. So, the night I was doing a video for Con and Michael, check that out, it's a separate video. And in the background, King Kong was playing. And to be honest with you, I was talking to Carl while it was on in the small screens, razor sharp. And it was quite grainy, so I'm not sure how it's going to look on 4K. So I watched it, and I tell you what, again, I've got fun memories of it. But the bit where he goes through New York at the end and rips up that train and all that as he gets in, you know, and I was happy with that. And then I watched King Kong Lives after that as the dog just runs downstairs. The next day, suffering from a mega hangover, I'd watched Hard Rain. That's the film I fell asleep watching. And then I put King Kong on because obviously it's got audio commentary, and I like commentaries and I like the mythology and stuff like that. And I was a bit I've tried twice watching King Kong. It's put us to sleep. So there's a commentary with Rick Baker, and the commentary track is sort of at first I felt is this he talks away and he's telling his stories and he hasn't had a good experience, right? It's not like when Rob Cohen does the Running Man commentary track and just lets rip. So he's talking away, and then all of a sudden, the loudness of the actual film kicks back in. You know, the score, the dialogue, and it's whoa! And he's not talking to anyone, and it almost feels like has someone else been cut out from that, whoever he was talking to, or has he been censored? You know, when some commentaries do get censored, they get, you know, oh, we can't say that, oh, we can't say... It's not like when Howard the Duck one, they're on about Jeffrey Jones being a sex pest, you think, wow, you should have muted that one. So there is some really good commentaries out there, but the loudness, when it's whoa, the commentary goes off, and you think it'd be censored, but then as I try to rewatch it again, and I still haven't got King Kong to New York, and it's very interesting, the bits he's talking about, I was kind of thinking, he never finishes a full story, but then I'm kind of thinking, was this recorded as a audio commentary? Because it feels like it's just been spaced out, because he doesn't feel like he's talking about anything particularly happening in front of him, like you would do with a commentary track going, look at that. Oh, unless you're John McTiernan. I don't remember the start of this movie. Well done for Predator. Anyway, but honestly, one of the best podcasts, audio commentaries you can check out is definitely the audio commentary for Blair Witch 2, Book of Shadows, because that director hates his own film because of the Intuin, whatever the fuck that meant, whatever. So yeah, as I say, it looked good, brought back good memories, and very sought after as well. So hopefully King Kong Lives will get a Blu-ray release soon down the line. So in the outtakes of King Kong, I've got cold, right? I've got really bad cold. It's freezing. It's in the minuses. Now, I've had King Kong for about a week, and I should have finished the video last Saturday, but I just didn't have time to finish it, and I'm probably going to get around to it tonight. And throughout the week, obviously I've watched it. I watched King Kong Lives. I think there's even another outtake, so this outtake's probably following that outtake. This outtake will follow the fact that I tried watching Rick Baker talk about King Kong for 4 nights in a row. 4 different nights, and King Kong never ever got to New York. It's the gap, and it's the distraction in it. But Rick Baker, all aside, is really good, interesting, and there's a lot going on with that. My dear biscuits, I've been trying to watch the Historian one, and my god, that's just put me out like a light. They haven't even made it to the island 3 nights in a row, so he just literally hits the monologue. You know, he's wrote the book, he's just hammering the facts home, and you're like, that's it, yeah. I think that's the end for King Kong, I'm fucking cold. Oh, wrapped myself up and just listened to the stories of King Kong. Aye. Full of cold. Hello! There's the HMV limited edition 100-year print, and I am right down there, right in the middle, right there with Glenn's. I don't know if you can see. Whoop! You're not going to be able to see it. Can you see it? You can see Glenn's artwork. Is it focusing? Probably not. There I am. there. Right there. You can't see it. There we go. I'm there. It's all framed. I have no idea where it's going to go, but it's awesome. I'll put this in the King Kong video because I'm doing the King Kong video now. I would see how I spent my summer vacations being playing on the background, and I've just looked over and there's JJ fucking just getting shot at his front door. I haven't seen JJ in ages, but it's always random when he just appears in films. But there you go, man. Ah, what an awesome guy he is. Right, bye. Oh, it's in your room somewhere.
Oh, what are you doing with your boxes, man?
I put all the stock out. Well,
yeah,
you watch
for that, is there?
You watching football. I put the stock out.
Jesus.
Thought we were friends.
Well, obviously not.
Nah.
I was making work for me.
I mean, the thing is, right, how many times have I mentioned on videos, Casper and his boxes?
I know, but there's like, look at anything else in there because you've just thrown them in.
How it then? Stop making loads of rattling. Carl McSoy will be complaining. Anyway. Jesus. It's not in there.
No, but now what we'll do tomorrow if it's like that, we'll just dump more stuff into it. Buttons!
Oh my god, you're OCD. Right, at the end of the video you've just seen us at work. I've got to put this all back together. It's all over the place. There is this King Kong shit everywhere. Universal flag. Just slow it down. But I want a massive shout out to my dad. Obviously he's gone back to New Zealand, but he actually brought me Kong book, which I left there. So that came all the way back from New Zealand. I've been reading it on the flight so I can actually fucking finish that for once. I'll put it up there, out of the way for now. Thanks for watching.